Jrue, how are you guys approaching Game 3, especially knowing the way you've played on the road this postseason as a group?
Trying to be the hungrier team. We're going to go out there and try to execute the game plan, and I think most of all just try to do it together as a team.
We just got a release saying that Kristaps has a torn medial retinaculum, allowing dislocation of the posterior tendon in his left leg. What can you say about this guy, but who's now day-to-day has a possibility to play in these finals?
KP's tough, you know. Whatever decision he makes is his decision, and but he's a tough guy. So obviously, whatever decision he makes, I'm supportive of it, and but that's mostly up to him.
Jrue, how would you describe just his attitude this morning coming into practice today?
KP always has a great attitude. That's something you don't have to worry about. He's like this joy and this light. So anytime he walks into a room, no matter what's going on, he brings that every time. So.
What's been working for you guys against Kyrie so far?
I think it's team defense. You know, we do it as a team. It's not just one person. It's everybody. So we try to defend them. We try to show them bodies, multiple people, and just try to make it difficult.
You guys have been able to play with a floor spacer at all times, basically, with the 2 5 you have. Kristaps is not able to go. How does that change things for you guys?
I think we still have spacers. You know, I feel like we try to do our best to kind of get into the right spacing or get into the right positions, and we'll try to do it as best we can.
Just back to KP for a moment.
You're obviously more than just a basketball player. You're also a father. I know your kids have seen you at this stage before, but what would you tell them about what it takes to get to this stage?
It's hard. You sacrifice a lot. I've missed out on a lot of my kids' stuff just to be here. But the journey is cool, and I think just the friends and the family that I've made along the way has made it worth it. And then the fact that my family's here with me is makes it even more so.
Just back to KP for a minute. He said the other night he thought he was fine after coming off the court, and that he'd rather be dead to be taken off the court. What's this been like, do you think, for him, talking to him? First day other injury, and now this.
I mean, you got to talk to him. I could only imagine. It'd be tough, right? Missing a lot of the playoffs and then coming to the finals and then getting hurt again, it would be hard. But again, KP's a tough guy, and he knows himself very, very well. And again, like I said, he's been bringing this energy and this positivity that he's just always brought, this light, and he'll continue to do that.
He also said that, you guys bring that mentality as a group, whatever it takes for each other. How have you seen that grow over the course of this season?
I think that's been here. I think that trust has been here, that chemistry has been here, and we just embodied it from the beginning. So that wasn't anything that had to grow over time. That just came naturally from the beginning.
Jrue, you're playing in the dunker spot as a guard. That's not usual. Are you doing it more than when you were in Milwaukee? And what do you prepare for when you do that, which is kind of different than what you normally do?
It's not any different. I did it in Milwaukee too. I'm not really sure people actually knew that, but there's a lot of time being in the dunker and just trying to space the floor and have the best spacing. But I think for this team, me down there and trying to make plays out of the dunker, a lot of the time helps. So.
Jrue, you guys have been able to touch the paint. I think last game was like first or second highest in the total postseason. Like, what's been the key to just getting there, creating out of there, scoring there?
Get a ball to JT and JB. The way that they've been playing, the way that they've been touching the paint and getting to the basket has been huge for us, and one of the reasons why I had such a good game last game. Again, I think JT driving and attracting 2 and 3 people, collapsing the defense has made our offense a lot easier.
You guys have been very good on the road, especially in these playoffs. How do you guys bring that same mentality that you have at home on the road with you? Why have you been so effective?
It's the finals. It's the finals. I don't think anything needs to be said. I think we try to go out there and win every game, but knowing that it's kind of like us against the world and we're in somebody else's home arena, we bring our energy ourselves.
Nothing seems to phase you. How much does that us against the world mentality motivate you, even though you don't look like there's anything wrong when you're out on the court?
I mean, I feel like that's a part of the reason why we play, is to have these different type of environments, hostile environments where you kind of go into them and you can prove yourself. So I think everybody's done it for a while now in their career, and I'm pretty sure even before the NBA, going somewhere and playing in a different or somebody else's arena and being able to feel like our comrades get together closer and become closer and beat the team at hand. So, again, this is what we play for.
Jrue, I apologize down the Vegas in this question, but how do you practice defense?
How do you practice defense?
That's a big question. How do you specifically practice?
Oh, how do I specifically
Yeah.
practice it? I don't know. Play one-on-one. There's drills that you do even like with the team, just the different schemes that you want to go over, and you drill those in practice.
In practice, that's not the prettiest, stuff to work on. Like, what makes you want to keep doing that and excel at that level?
It helps you win games. Hopefully it helps you win championships.
Adding to that a little bit, I saw videos on social media that have resurfaced. I think it was from your summer workouts from last year, just working on your defense. Just how much pride have you taken in that, and then being able to have it showcased on the stage when it matters most?
Yeah, that was actually maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was against Fee, one of the ones. But I don't just do defense. Like, I take pride in winning. So basketball for me has always been two sides, right? Like offense and defense. And just as hard as I go on the offensive end and work on my game, I do the same thing on defense against really good players. So I think that prepares me for not only these moments, but for my career. That's kind of how I got the chance to get on the court in the first place when I first got to the league. So I've always stuck with that, and I'll continue to.
JT had 7 assists in the second quarter, game 2. You played against him for many, many years. What was it like game planning against him, specifically as a passer? What was it like to watch him play in game 2?
Man, it was tough. JT's a hard guard. He has so many different talents and abilities. He can give you 40 as well as 10 rebounds and 12 assists. And I think game planning against him was, again, it was difficult. You didn't know whether you wanted to play him one-on-one. You didn't know if you wanted to double team him. So I'm glad I'm on this side now because I don't have to worry about that.
I can wrap it up. You've been really efficient this postseason.
What's good, bro? What's that?
You've been really efficient this postseason. I'm just curious, like, at this stage in your career, is it just not having to be the number 1, number 2 option? Is it just like the attention the other guys are getting? Or what's the key to your efficiency this postseason?
I got great teammates. Again, I think JT and JB bring so much attention, and then you got D White who is running the show, and then KP out there just in 20 minutes will give you 20 points. You got Al who can either knock down the 3 or he plays well in the dunker. He does like a lot of everything. But Peyton who can shoot, Sam who can shoot. It just makes the game easier for me that like I can just get into space and play off my teammates.
Last one over here.
What's happening? What's up, bro?
Going into game 3, obviously, doubling the game, change momentum. Just think about, what's the mindset? You think about the game when you think about your birthday.
You gotta chill, bro. Nah, I'm thinking about the game. Birthdays are fun though, but it'd be a cool present to win. But I think the mindset for the most part is honestly more intense. You're on the road, somebody else's house, and you're in the NBA Finals game 3. I mean, you got to get a win.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.